दरवाजा तोड़ो, कुछ तो गड़बड़ है, सावधान रहे, सतर्क रहे. Aren't you very much familiar with these lines? Yes, you're right. These are the popular dialogues from Indian crime-related shows. The shows that made you sit in front of your television for hours. The shows every generation from kids to elderly enjoyed watching. But have you ever thought about the impact of these shows on society? The gripping content and real life incidents displayed in the shows are assumed to spread awareness among people. However, they end up doing more harm than the good. How, we'll let you know in this video. Hi and welcome, you're watching TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Tanya, and if you haven't subscribed to TFI English yet, please hit the subscribe button and also click on the bell icon to receive all the recent updates. Coming back to the story, let's ask ourselves a question. Are crime-related shows making Indian criminals more creative? Let's begin. For those who found the Saas Bahu sagas and family politics between the sari-clad ladies or the men always dressed up in designer wear nauseating, the crime shows emerged as a huge relief. These crime shows across Indian TV channels kept the audience glued to their couches. You would be shocked to know that CID is the longest running series on Indian television. Almost everyone has watched the show at some point. A team comprising ACP Pradyuman, Senior Inspector Abhijit and Senior Inspector Daya solves case with the help of a forensic doctor. One thing everyone will agree with is that CID was a highly unrealistic and over-exaggerated crime show. But isn't it sad that ACP wasn't promoted despite solving so many cases? Ironically, he wasn't even close to retirement. Moving further, we have Crime Patrol in the queue. The show airs on Sony on weekends. You might not believe it, but the show is so popular that it keeps people awake till late at night to watch the latest episodes. Anup Soni, the anchor of the show, has gathered a large number of fans by now. Apart from CID and Crime Patrol, Saavdhan India has gained immense popularity among the Indian masses. Joining the bandwagon of crime shows, Saavdhan India is performing well with the galloping TRP. The other television crime shows like Gumrah Adalat and 24 etc. display the crime incidents in a manner that made the audience bite their nails. Undoubtedly, these shows are intended to entertain the Indian audience and make them aware of the crimes and criminals. However, the negative impacts of such shows cannot be overlooked. While these shows' positive sides is not being ignored, it is also necessary to consider its negative impact on the mind of the people. Despite the right intention of the showmakers, the shows like CID and Saavdhan India end up making criminals even more creative. On various occasions, real-life criminals have cited shows like Crime Patrol and Saavdhan India as inspiration, and thus it can be stated that crime-related shows inspire some people to commit crimes. Subhash Bokan, public relations officer of the Gurugram police, had once stated, "A few months ago, a man was murdered, his bike and dead body were thrown in a stream so that it didn't look like a murder." When the culprits were asked how it came to their mind, they said they watched crime shows like Crime Patrol. Earlier in 2019, a Bhiwandi couple who were burdened with debt for building a 2-story house and purchasing a car, an air conditioner, and an expensive smartphone allegedly murdered their elderly neighbor. After the murder, they disposed of her body in a lake to steal and sell off her gold jewelry. After the investigation, it was found that the accused Somnath Wakade, a driver, and his wife Neelam, an Anganwadi teacher, were reportedly inspired by a crime-based television show. In another instance, a boy murdered his father with help of his mother in Bihar. Police arrested the minor along with his mother. The then SP had reported that the 14-year-old had planned the murder after being inspired by Saavdhan India and Crime Patrol. GBV, gender-based violence, has become a tool to grab attention and gain higher TRP ratings. The showmakers often forget that this contributes to the rape culture and a sense of apathy among people. Since only the most brutal violence can help gain TRP, shows such as Crime Patrol, Savdhan India, Gunah, and Sansani present them in a theatrical manner. They further go on to show how one can seek revenge. Given the above instances, facts, and statements, it is safe to say that the criminals have become more creative these days, and all thanks to Savdhan India, Crime Patrol, and the iconic show CID. What these criminals often forget is that ACP Pradyuman and Anup Soni are merely a fictional character and an anchor of the show, respectively. All they want is to convey the message to stay safe and aware. Even if the criminals want to inspire themselves from such shows, they need to keep in mind what is waiting for them in the end.